Hey friends, how are you doing today? Yep, it's midnight. I was supposed to be on in my head. I was going to come on around 9, but it's all good. My goal, nope, we're going to get off this Wi-Fi. Let's see. Trying to see if we can get a better signal. Also want to make sure I got sound. All of these streams. Let me make sure I am getting sound. All right, cool beans. Super excited to have you today. Today we're going to be talking about my 5 favorite tools of the week. But I'll also be using this footage to probably create at least 2 to 3 pieces of content. So it's just going to be me showing you guys some really cool tools. This episode is brought to you by the Wordsworth Group. We are having a homebuyer seminar on October 11th. We will be at the Park Towns at Wendell by Caruso Homes. You can go to Buy with TWG to register. We would love to have you there. So today I want to talk about my 5 favorite AI automation, but really just tools altogether, the systems that I'm just loving this week. I'm going to start off with my very first system, which is my new, my new browser, Comet. So I've been on Comet now for about a month, and Comet is a new software. So instead of using Chrome, I was able to get Comet. And Comet, let's look it up. Well, no, let's go up here. So it's a browser, but it's very much so like Chrome. As a matter of fact, when you download it, they ask you, do you want to bring over all of your Chrome extensions and bookmarks and all those things? And it all is in Comet. So that's the first thing. But it is basically an AI browser. And what I love the most about it is I have this assistant that's sitting on the side here, and I use it for absolutely everything. I think what's really mind-blowing is, you'll see, because I'm going to use it throughout this presentation, but the beautiful thing about Perplexity is it has everything within it. It has Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT. So, and this is $20 a month. So, if you are already paying for ChatGPT or if you're paying for Claude, you should get Perplexity because you'll be able to use all the tools, and you will be able to use and take advantage of this browser. And this browser is like Absolutely everything. Like for instance, let me say, um, first, and another tool that I've been using a lot is this Super Whisper. So you'll see me use it quite a bit. I think, or not, if it's gonna let me. I need for you to go to my Instacart and order me some eggs, milk, and simply lemonade. So right now, and that's only I think I've logged in at some point. It's about to log into my it's logging into my Instacart and it is basically ordering me groceries. So let's pretend that I was like really like on it. I I go through my calendar. I say Monday we're making spaghetti, Tuesday we're making such and such, um Wednesday, like really go through the week. Um and like really let so it'll help me create my menu. Then on top of that, I'll have it like tell me all the stuff that it's gonna buy. Oh, it's just so great. Like tech, I could go on and on. I'm just thinking about some of the stuff, things I can do. So let me let it do what it's doing because it's gonna start adding stuff. So we'll see. But let me show you some other things. They have this thing in the settings. If we go to task, which I'm still learning these things. But technically, I could go in here and say, you know, every Monday, order me some milk, eggs, honey, and leave it in my cart, and then let me know when it's been finished. Um, I could have it go through my emails and say, please notify me every morning at 8 o'clock of all important emails that I need to that I didn't take respond to. Um, so I like it. I actually I love it. I can see it improving like every day is getting better. Um, and then I'm having these conversations with it. So now it's remembering things. Let me show you something else. So when you go into your settings, you'll also be able to see personalization and it has a memory. So I can it has memories. Like I use make.com, mini chat, mobile monkey. It's just remembering things. So as it gets better, you know, um, I'm get as it gets to know me more, it's getting better. So I'm excited because I can't wait for the time I'm like really like, oh yeah, can you work on the contract for me for this transaction? And it knows that I'm constantly on whatever the platform. So for a lot of good reasons, comment is my number one. My number two, while it's working, is Manus. 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 I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. Once again, this is agentic AI. It can do things for you. So, as an example, I asked it to create a prompt. Well, technically, my assistant created a prompt, and I needed to create slides for me. Um, here I say here this is here's a clear outline. It created my slides, like how the slides need to go. Because I told it I'm about to do a live stream, I think, and mind you, I'm just talking. I talked to it. Um, but these are I told it the systems that I want to bring up, and sure enough, it then um gave me the prompt to put into Manus, which created this this presentation for me that we're about to go over. So I could, and I want to say that I'm even able to go in here, make changes. I can edit it. And, this is just really the beginning when it comes to it. It spelled it wrong. How you going to spell your own name wrong? But it just goes back to you cannot let these things just do it all for you. But it gives you a head start. What would take me hours to build is now taking me less than 5 minutes. And yeah, it's insane. So I cannot stress enough. I mean, I have the links to a good amount of these tools in the comments. So please use those. When if you do decide to check these tools out. But um not it's not really only about slides, to be honest with you. It says why I love maintenance. That's not true. Like I said, this is what happens when you make a 5 minute slideshow. But I will say, oh goodness, close this out. How did I get out of here? Okay, there we go. You can do a lot in here. First of all, let's look at the connectors. It connects to your email, your calendar, and so does Perplexity. But you can create videos. You can connect it to your Stripe account. If you have Monday.com, you can connect it to their Airtable. Um, Todoist, which I have. So I could go in here and say, what task do I have going on today? You you can basically create your own GPT, which can then become your assistant. And similar to um Comment, you can basically go into you can create you can use their computer. So I can log in and I think yeah, I've logged in here I think before. So I log in, you can log into your accounts and yeah, it already knows it's me because I've logged in here. So eventually I'm going to get to a place where I'm going to have it going through my database. Now, is it slow? Yes. Look how slow it's going. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's already in there. So, you know, it's it's already let's look at my grocery order. Okay. Anyway, so with that being said, um, yeah, it's pretty insane all the things you can do. I could go in here. That's the thing. I'm still learning it, and I think the more I keep playing with this, um, the more I keep playing with it, they're asking me what did I do? I said nothing. Um, and the more I keep adding to it, the more it's going to do things for me. You can create apps in here. Um, you can create apps. You can uh yeah, like the first thing they made this one up. They created a Chrome extension for your emails. Like you can make your own app within the system. So even with that, what did I do? I tried to create an app. That's been interesting, but it's I'll be able to get it. I'll have it together very soon, but let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, so this was going to be, and it still might be. I'm creating a app that sits embedded within my follow-up boss, and it's going to connect to all of my systems so then I can use AI to pull information from the person that I'm following or using within follow-up boss. So, but this is the kind of stuff I built within this app. So pretty insane. Um, I don't think I talked about price, but I know I did that for Perplexity. I mentioned for um now, if you are a student or um if you're a student or if you have a university email, you can get Perplexity slash this whole thing for free. So definitely make sure you take advantage of it. But if you don't, you can it is like I said, $20 a month. If you want max, it's $200 a month. I honestly, yeah. Mm-mm. You'll I've had moments where I've used it up and then they're like, okay, you're done for the day because you have credits. And if you go past your credits, it's no good. So that's the only reason why you would want to go there. You definitely only want to start with the pro. But let's be clear, technically, you could be for free. You just have credits that will run out. But if you're not a person that's using it all the time, you could still have this browser if somebody invites you. The only way you can get it pro is if you were already going to pay, then you can get the browser. Um, but if you are just wanting to do it for free, you won't be able to get into the browser. Um, at least I don't think so. They might have allowed everybody to get in. But you could have a business in here. So I could invite my team members, and then now we're all working together within this space. So yeah, I love it. But I'm gonna call Manus. Um, let's look at the pricing for this one. Yeah, make sure y'all click on these links so I can get some free credits. Um, usage. Yeah. So let's look at this. Okay, yeah. So it's free. You can do like and you get 300 credits a day for free. And 300 credits is a lot just to do something really quick. Like I want to say they'll tell me how many credits I used. Well, I think it will. Okay. So to make this slideshow and everything that I did, that was 320 credits. Honestly, if I had a better prompt, I probably wouldn't have used that many credits. If I had a better prompt, I would not have had to redo it, I think at least 3 times. No, I did it. Yeah, I did it like 3 times. That's why it was 420 credits. So going back to the subscription, you really could do a lot with the free. But if you were to pay, you get all of these credits and you can schedule tasks and you can have concurrent tasks. So I've had situations where I can show you some of my conversations. Um, what was this one? I think I made a landing page. Yep, I made a landing page. I have this in here, which I then turned around and put it in, which I'm supposed to be showing you guys this anyway. My community. Wait, did I add this? I don't know if I did or not, but I have a new community. It's called Camila.group.app. This is where this video will go, but it's going to be more edited down. I'll have some of the templates that I'm about to build out or that we're building out together. It's going to be in this space. And right now it's super empty, but my thoughts are what I know to be true in the next year. There's going to be so much content in here. Currently, the majority of the channels are free. I do have a Streamline VIP space. Let me see. How do I even see it? I'm still trying to figure this out too. um, let's see. Streamline VIP. Yeah, I don't even know how to see the pricing for it. Hmm. Yeah. Once I figure it out, I'll let you know. Let me see. Yeah, I have to find the landing page, but I don't know where it is. But I created the landing page within Monus, whatever. So yeah, this was all built out with them. I was able to just keep telling it what to do. Let me see. And it's published, I want to say already. Uh yeah. So I just kept on going back and forth. Um So I was just going through, I just verbally told all the different things that I wanted it to fix. And I was able to basically talk my way through building this landing page. Yeah, so this is super cool. Let's see how much it costs. Yeah, 1,500 credits for that. So this is the only thing about these AI, you will end up paying. And but the hope is the way you look at it if you were to have somebody else build a landing page for you, or if you were to even sign up to use another service, can't think of the name, like Wix, like your pages wouldn't look that good. Now they would because of AI, but even being able to just talk your way through it, like just incredible stuff. So yeah, as you can tell, this is why this is one of my favorite tools this week. Um, and I'm not gonna, cause what time is it? Oh yeah. Okay. Another tool that I am absolutely in love with is Jomo. I think this app has changed my life. Uh, but I have started locking down my phone um during the times that I have set aside to focus. And, you know, let me see if I can get in here. Because um it's not only a what do you call it? An iPhone app, but it's also on your computer. Now, I've customized my phone. I have not customized my computer yet, but let me find it. Um, okay, so here's the app. And I'm super proud of myself because one of my first rules, because what I do is I set a new rule for myself every month. So when I first got this app, because I did not want to just go straight up cold turkey, meaning like I can't use any of my apps anymore. And when I say apps, I'm talking about the social media apps and things like that. Um, but let's see, I can't get it together. Um, I can't figure it out because I usually would be on with my hand. So trying to figure this thing out while swiping. Okay, here it is. Um, oh, come on. It was telling me my history. And it said at before I started using this app, I was here it is. Okay. Whew, that was hard for me. Before Jomo, I was spending like almost 7 hours on my phone. Now, don't get me wrong, this is when I started. Yeah. When I started, I think I was around here. No, it was about 60. I'm sure still. I was still like hitting every single month, but as the weeks have gone, it's starting to go low. So like even this week, Sunday, yeah. I don't know what I was doing on Tuesday. Good gracious. It's probably because I was only on my phone for 2 hours on Monday. So then I was like, I got to get all my time in on Tuesday. Terrible. Anyway, but you can see I'm improving. And just imagine, my thing is, I'm spending 7 hours a day on a cell phone. 7 hours a day. Like 7 hours. 7 hours a day. That's insane. So to say this app has not changed my life is an understatement. So with that said, 62 days ago, I started on this journey of JOMO, which is joy of missing out. And I said, before I can look at any of my apps, and when I say apps, I mean these games, because boy, when we talk about some games, mm, 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 terrible. Me and games are not a good thing. I don't be looking at TV like that. The only one that messes me up is YouTube, but I turned that one off, turned off games, YouTube, and I turned off the majority of my social media apps because let's be clear, this ain't FaceTime is social media. I can't block that one out. I use a lot of these things even for work, but even still, if I the here's the rule though. That's the thing. It's these are cut off after I've spent 30 minutes in one of my one of my good apps, which is for me the only good app that I am basically forced to do is the Bible app. And for 62 days, I have been reading my Bible for 30 minutes every single day. And it has been a blessing. And there's going to come a time where I'm going to say it needs to go up to 45 minutes. Then it's going to be you need to spend at least an hour in it. It just depends on how things go. So then 38 days ago, I started this new rule, which is walking. So before I can get into my bad apps, my distracting apps, I have to also walk at least 3,000 steps. And to be honest with you, I told myself that, and I guess I'll do it now in front of you guys, I'm taking it up this month to 4,000 steps. Now, the goal is because I want to get to a place where I'm forcing myself to do 10,000 plus steps every single, you know, every single day. But for right now, we're just going to do 1%, baby. That's what's it called? Tiny habits. We just trying to get a little bit better every single day. So continue. So now starting tomorrow, 4,000 steps before I can get into my phone. And let's be clear, it's the weekend too. I want to get in my phone. Morning slides. I got to work on my Monday morning meeting slides. Every Sunday, everything's cut off. I can't do nothing on my phone from 8 to 9 o'clock. And even if I'm not at home, I remember, oh crap, I gotta work on my slides. And then this is something I have every single, oh, now I've changed it. Because I had to give myself some grace now. Every weekday, I am only able to spend 2.5 hours in my bad apps. And once again, that's the games, that's the social medias. I hope I didn't. I think I got rid of YouTube because, I mean, the podcast alone, no, it's just really games and social media. I'm only able to spend 2.5 hours on that. But on the weekends, don't say nothing to me. It is so bad. I don't know if y'all saw how many hours a week I spend in my Royal match. And this changed. I want to know how much I was spending before I got this thing. Almost 4 hours in Instagram. But this is a week. But look at that. Let's talk about how much in the last 21 hours. I don't know. This kind of stuff gives me anxiety. But yet, just so I don't get too excited. Oh no, it has gone down. So look, yeah. Look. We're getting there, friends. We're getting there. And let's be clear, I ain't trying to get down to like, just 2 hours on my phone. I need to decompress. I need things, but I also just I don't need to be spending a full-time job on my cell phone. Like that's out of control. So yeah, once again, this is my favorite tool, a Jomo. Um, but yeah, I don't know if they are on Android, but I do know that they are on iPhones. I want to say they're Android, but I want to say I paid the $30 for the year. Um, Students $15 once again. Get. Here's the thing. I'm not pressuring my kids on doing this. I'm not pressuring my husband on doing any of this stuff. This when I realized that I had a true legit addiction to my phone, like sickening. It's insane how just distracted, paralyzed, not doing nothing, just staring at my phone. No, I had to go. It was so with that being said, just forcing this down somebody else's throat, ugh, it's not gonna be pretty. It's like taking heroin from a junkie. It's it's that bad. I know it because I've seen my kid without her cell phone. She will lose it, and that's not right. It's not right, but it just is how it is. So, with that said, I'm showing her and showing you guys the tools to break free of the phone addiction. I'm telling you, go ahead and get it. Now I need to set it up though for my computer because you want to talk about uh this screen time? Yikes. And I need to just set up one rule and run one rule only is it shuts off. All websites you can't get on nothing. I need to make it so you can't get on nothing after midnight. So I'm forced to go to bed. That's what I want to do, but I haven't. Hence why I'm up here at midnight. Anyway, let's go back to my presentation because that's why I have it. All right. So let's see what they said about instant answers and brainstorming help, summarize news, docs, and emails. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this comment is no joke. Ugh, I can't wait. Oh, wait. As a matter of fact, we're supposed to look to see what it did. But anyway, we already talked about memes. And then Jomo. Ooh, it's just been so good to me. I love it. My fourth, what is this? My fourth. My fourth. What are you doing? Stop. Oh, what are we doing? Okay. I wanted to play, but it doesn't matter. We're just gonna go down the thing. My fourth is Claude. And when AI was presented, why here's the thing. I know I'm supposed to be knowing all this stuff, but when I tell you I can't figure this thing out to save my life, what in the world was that? Anyway, Claude, I was on Chat GPT. That was my joint. I promise you it was. But I hit a certain point where it was like the same answers, the way that it would write made me sound like a nutcase. It wasn't that great. And I fell off of it really quickly. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Claude is everything. And I'm I've been using Perplexity a lot. But Claude, the way that it presents information, the types of conversations, um, and the way it builds out like code. I've been using it a lot when I do some of the automations and the coding things that I might have to do. Claude has been the most helpful for getting rid of or helping me with bugs and things like that. I've been like, for instance, this one is a 2-month action plan automation to um when you attend the homebuyer seminar, you're going to get an email, then you're going to get another email, and then wait, it's supposed to be email and text. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, the text messages are here. So these are the emails. So this is day 14. Email. Wait for 7 days. Then we're going to send a text message and we're going to send this. So that is, I had Claude create this action plan for me. And then that takes me to my final tool, because what I then did is this is actually a prompt that I copied and pasted into my last, final, and absolute favorite tool, and that is Relay.app. It has been my favorite for a while, and this, how do I say it? This is what I use instead of Zapier. I stopped using Zapier. I currently use a software program called, for a lot of my automations, I use a program called Make.com. And for years, I was paying people all of this money. I was paying people all of this money to create these automations for me. And I would look at things like this and be like, oh my God, I can't do this. How am I supposed to fix that? How can I make, so it's just been, I would just like, I couldn't do it. And I want to say March of this year, I then said, you know what, Camila, you're going to learn how to do this. And within a matter of however many months, I've created all these different AI automations. But I will say that, first of all, look at all these automations that have gone, like 3 of them just didn't work out, didn't work right. So I gotta go in here and fix it and try to figure out what went wrong and why did it not go through. Um you know, so I honestly don't think I need to do that anymore. We're gonna fix this real quick. Um oh, still ain't go there. That's what I'm telling you. This is the kind of mess that was like, you know what? I don't have to do this anymore. I'm done with this, because I sit here and I'm trying to fix things that I just think are so, like, fix it, right? Like, how can I fix this? Let me tell you what it's asking. I said, search by field. It's based off of a title. It's a table, blah, blah, blah. One thing you'll learn about me is I know a lot, but I also don't know a whole lot. And with that said, um, it makes things like the simple things very, very hard. So, like in this case, I'm trying to, where is it at? TWG team ID is this right here. No, that's not the team member ID. Mm-mm-mm. We'll see if this works. This drives me crazy. Telling you, it's like, no, it's not stripped down. We'll see. Sometimes it works. Most of the time it works. Oftentimes it does not. And with that said, after we watch me struggle for the last time, and I will not do this, we'll go back to see why I love this tool so much. So the automation that we are about to do is, and let me tell you another reason why I absolutely love this tool is because it connects with Follow Up Boss. And all my real estate agents out there, you know what I mean. This one, it connects with Follow Up Boss. It's an easy, really easy connection. It's way easier than Zapier, in my opinion. It's easier than Clearly Make. And I've been playing around with some other AI um, automation tools, and it's not as easy as it is on this system. So we're going to create an automation, a workflow. And what we want to do is we want to um, um, pull Follow Up Boss task to SmartSuite and Todoist. Now, I will say this. The main reason why I love this so much is because of this beautiful assistant. Mm-mm. Because what you are able to do is, we're going to go ahead and try to just talk it out. So no, I'm just going to talk it all the way out. So I need to create a prompt for my relay.app assistant. What I want to do is pull um the every day, the trigger is every day at we'll say, because I don't want it to go off in the morning or in the middle of the night. So we'll say every day at 8 o'clock in the morning, I would like for this AI agent to pull all of the tasks and um I need for it to do a loop and add the task to my SmartSuite task table, but it first needs to confirm that the task does not already exist. So we're pulling it from Follow Up Boss to SmartSuite, but then I also want to add it to my Todoist account. And I want to create an AI automation for that as well that says if the task belongs to Adrian, it goes to the Adrian TWG task list. If it goes to Karen, it goes to her task list. If it goes to Matthew or Camila Wardsworth, it goes to this specific project slash task list within Todoist. But I need this prompt to be detailed, specifically for relay.app. You might want to look at the knowledge base, do some quick research to see what the prompt should show in order to properly create the automation. So I just started rambling. And we're going to see. So you can see right now it's pulling information, it's going in, it's looking at relay, it's looking at the developer docs. Okay, so now it's creating the prompt. Um, hmm. Okay, whatever, because mind you, I ain't sitting here reading it either. I'm just like, so I have it, I pull it from there and then I put it in here and we watch it work. So we're going to see what it does. So to proceed, I need you to select the SmartSuite app task table. Let's start by having you pick your and honestly, I'll be talking back. So I'm gonna say oh come on, work. Don't you think that we should add the trigger and stuff first? How about we create the skeleton and then I can add the connections? Great suggestion. I'm telling you, they really shouldn't trust in me to make sense. So there we go. So I'm telling it to make the connection, right? Um, so uh if you like to preview, add the next logic. So I'll go ahead and say apply. All right. So I want to say this is the part where he's saying I need you to go through and we're going to look for SmartSuite. So right here, we're going to click SmartSuite and we're going to find a record. The table, we're going to find the table that we're looking for, which is my task list, agent task list. I think that's what it is. And since we're doing a loop method, we're only going to do one at a time. So it's a single record. And we're going to filter it based off of it has to be this task ID. is exactly, it must be this. I don't know if this is right. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna test it out. But anyway, I picked it out. I wasn't even supposed to do all that. I should go ahead and say, because it's going to fix it if I was wrong. So I'm telling it to proceed. So it's about to go through this. Okay. Oh, okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect Todoist. So now you're gonna watch how because I've never connected it. Um, what am I supposed to be doing? Um, we're gonna say create a task. Mm, okay, so what we're doing is I think we're saying if this task belongs to me, then we are going to go in here. No, wait. Wait, what am I doing? Hold on. Wait, you know what? Because I'm confusing my doggone self. I'm confusing myself and I think I'm messing it up. It's supposed to be finding the record within SmartSuite to see if it exists. If it doesn't exist, then it's supposed to add the SmartSuite task. If it does exist, nothing happens. Um, yeah. And if it does exist, that is also when, or if it doesn't exist and the new task is being added to the space, I then want it to go into SmartSuite to, not SmartSuite, Todoist, to add it to its specific project. Well, I'm just going to put it in there. Yes. So I'm telling them, like, you get to work on it. Because what I want it to do is I want it to like build it all the way out, and then I create the connectors. Um, I'll just keep saying proceed. Select the tables we're creating. We're creating the task now. Test this step. So this one is already in the system, but it is right as far as how it's mapped. So, okay, so I'll say done. Yes. So it's asking for the user ID. So follow-up boss. Let me see. That's nothing. That's another reason why, because I've been talking to you for months. So I don't know if it's gonna remember. So we're gonna see if it knows. Because we've been talking about it. Can you look through my SmartSuite TWG team agent API docs? They should be in our memory to see what is what is each user ID number. You can look under there, or you could just look under the TWG agent space. See if it catches it. This would be so cool if it worked. Ah, it worked. Yes, go ahead and give me the user IDs for everyone, for Adrian, Karen, myself, and Matthew. The follow-up boss user IDs. Hmm. That's interesting. Okay. User IDs. Let me see. How did I find them? User ID. Let's see. Let's go to follow up boss. And I'll show you really quickly another reason why this system is just like so much better. Just crazy. Um, Hold on. Y'all ain't supposed to see this. Settings. Um, I don't know how to do this. Get to it. And one of these days I'll talk about follow up boss. I love it. But, whatever. You know what? I'm glad y'all can't see my face. I just realized I don't have a camera anymore. Um, but I just made a bad face. Let's see. Hmm. It's this little button that they let you press. I see it all the time any other place, but I cannot find it's this little setting. Once again, just talk to your doggone assistant. In Follow Up Boss, there's a setting where you can blur out all the private stuff. Where do I find that? Yeah, so now it's about to start messing with my computer. That joint is just as confused as I am. Oh no. That joint is literally looking through my stuff, trying to figure out where to go. Click on your initials, select power ups. There you go. Yay. Huh. Okay, so now we're in blur mode. Let's see. We all see. Oh, good. Yay. I forgot why I was even in here. Oh, yeah. I need to go to, how do I get the user IDs? First of all, huh. Lord, you don't know where you're going. We're going to stop. We just going to look for my name. So I want to say this is, yeah, I think my user ID is 151. As a matter of fact, you know what? The more I think about it, so we're going to test the step and it's going to pull, it's supposed to pull 50 tasks if, oh, so that's another thing that I love about this thing. I just copy and paste the errors and see if they can help me. So we're gonna test it again. If we test it, I should be able to find the user IDs. Oh my gosh. Hmm. First of all, let's see. Maybe I don't have any tasks. I doubt it. Hmm. You don't have 50. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I just looked and it looks as if I don't have 50 tasks. Is that gonna be a problem? Will it always have to have more than 50? I'm not sure if you're able to see this error, but it failed to import data. Relay.app received an error from the integration. View the technical details below to see the exact error record. But it's been the same error every single time. I'm gonna paste it in both. We're gonna see who says what. So what do you suggest that we do to fix it? Hmm. Okay. Can't get too far because I don't know what our my username is. Let me look at this. I don't know. Agent task ID. Oh, I know how I can find it. Because let's be clear, I already have this automation built out in here. But I am I, I probably am going to keep it in here. Nope, we're gonna build it out within Relay, but we're gonna look at the history really quickly. See, because they put ID in there. I probably am taking over all the doggone. Task, yeah. Okay. Anyway, got caught up. But I want to look at the task. Whew. Sign to, and my user ID is 1. We just gonna copy and paste that joint right here. Wait, stop. Okay, so Karen Peppers is 3. And then everything's assigned to me. Okay, Matthew is 2, so Adrian must be 4. Dang, ain't none of these things Adrian's? Huh. Okay, so now let's go back over here. Um, Could you filter it based off of name? Where it says assigned to? Could the field be Camila Wordsworth and Matthew Wordsworth? Try to tell you. Yeah, you gotta know a little bit of something in order to make this work. Ah, I was hoping that it would like that's the thing though, with AI and the way that it's teaching me. Huh, if the user, and it's not even really the user that I want, signed agent name. Exactly. Hmm. Actually, you just type it in. And I'm going. Oh, Camila. I do so much. Oh, okay. So we want to fill out as much as we know. Mm, 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 mm. I will say my deadline is due at save. I would say the date, select date, created at save. And then I would say so I need to add task type to um can't find it. Trying to figure out how to add custom fields. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say remove, we're going to add field, we're going to say labels, and we're going to say the label is going to be task type. Then we're going to say in the description, we're going to say, we want it to be task type dash um or we'll say lead. Phone number. First phone number on the list. Okay. Task type. Did I put the actual task name? No. We're going to say task name. There you go. All right. So that is for Matthew and Camilla. Then we'll do basically the same thing for and this is where you go to Todoist, create task. You know what? Duplicate. We're gonna move this one to here. Delete. But we're gonna move this one to Karen. Done. And we're gonna duplicate again. But this one is going to Adrian. Enter manually. And Wilson, I don't think I did that for my mommy. Yeah. Rules match. Add rule. Task. Person. Assigned agent. Name is exactly. Enter manually. Karen peppers. And there we go. I think the only thing that is an issue. Okay, I don't know if this is right. Can you review this workflow and based off of the original prompt, can you confirm that it's correct? Whew. Ask if I want them to update it. So, yeah. For module 3, is it going to not add the record if the task already exists? That's what matters to me. All right. So we're going to start a test run. Start now. Take a look at this error and tell me how to tell the AI agent how to fix it. So it's looking through I guess my computer screen. I'm not really sure. All right. Well, we're just going to copy this. And then we're going to go. So that's the thing, though. When it comes down to the errors and things like that, it's not the AI agent doesn't work in there. So you have to like copy and paste errors and things like that. Something ain't right. Ooh, did not mean to do that. All right, so we're gonna hit this assistant. We're gonna put this error in here. Can you dig through the follow-up boss API developer doc and confirm that this is the right information or even the right webhook? Hmm. Hmm. Mm. So even in this, what I do is I just copy and paste this, and I bring this into this space. Hmm. So we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna put it in there and see what it thinks. It's not working. Oh. Oh, I'm sleepy. Time to go to bed. Proceed. It looks as if Relay is trying to set up a webhook trigger within Follow Up Boss, but I don't have access to that. I don't believe. What should be the proper workaround to implement this Follow Up Boss webhook? Oh. And what I even would do, no, what I'll do is I will post the link. Please review the Follow Up Boss developer docs to tell us how to fix it. Go through your memory bank and you should find the Follow Up Boss API that we've been using throughout the different builds. And I think you restructured it so it's safe. Okay, go ahead and give me the full prompt so I can have the AI assistant correct it. Squish, you can't do that. Go somewhere. Oh my gosh. And I think I'm confused because at the end of the day, this find task situation is supposed to work. So this goes back to, I don't need to do too much. Let me stop. Let's see. Let's change the trigger back to the every day at 8 o'clock. It will pull the find task, and I will reach out to Relay's support to ask why this particular error keeps on popping up. So, did it work? Absolutely not. Was it harder than I expected? Yup. Um, oh, you so stupid. Delete. Add trigger. Scheduled. 8 a.m. every Monday through Friday. Save my little coins because this is going to take up some points. This is going to be quite a few steps, but yeah. So I'm going to figure out why it's not working. Oh, hold on, let's get out of here. Publish. All right, it is what it is. I'm going to go in here, find this, and do a screenshot, and then post this in the Slack group, and hopefully somebody can help me fix it. And then hopefully I can show you guys tomorrow it working. And the goal is to add it so that all of our tasks will start going into this one space, because we have tasks in our follow boss, we have tasks in our transaction management space. So we want all the tasks to go into one single space. I can't stress enough how great this Relay is. Just some of the other key points that I pointed out in here is the automations, like you're using AI throughout the entire build process. So you're not building things all the way out, then finding out at the last minute, which technically was our case. It wasn't working. But if we do that, it's easier for you to figure out yourself. And then I haven't even gotten into half of the cool things you can do with Relay, including creating your own MCP server. So I can't wait to show you that. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you've been playing around with these tools like I have. Let me know. If you have, an automation that you want to see. Let me know if there's an automation you want to see. Let me know if you have any questions, or if there's anything that you want to do within Relay that will just once again show you how great of a system it is. But when especially when it gets to the action plans, and I'll really compare about how I'm now able to send email, text action plans within this system as well. So love it. Yeah. So I'll go into more detail sometime later on. Maybe even this weekend I'll jump back on and we'll do another build. But yeah, hopefully by tomorrow I will be showing you that it works. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining me. Have a good one. Bye.